Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm your host Chris Davis, and today we're going to do a review of Star Wars The Bad Batch Episode 5. So overall, this was a good episode. Nothing too much doesn't happen to move the plot forward, but it's still an episode that's worth watching. It's really a transition episode. So the main plot of the episode is Crosshair and Omega brief their team members about what they learned while they were locked up at Hemlock's secret laboratory. And Omega has Nala Se's datapad, but she can't access it since she's not at Hemlock's secret laboratory. But Crosshair chimes in and says that they can access the datapad if they use a Imperial terminal. And so that's what leads off to the rest of this episode. They go to an old outpost where Crosshair used to work at, and Crosshair even suggested to them, saying that there's not that many guards, it'll be easy to infiltrate. When they get there, there's no one there. It's like completely abandoned. But it's not going to be that easy. It never is. There's no power. And so in order to restore power to access the datapad, they have to turn off the perimeters. Which again, it's not that easy, because when they do that, a fauna from that world, that ice planet, starts attacking them. It's this giant worm that tunnels underground. And so in this episode, they have to lead the giant worm away while someone else is getting the information from the data pad, and then they have to turn the perimeter back on while the creature is outside of it, because they don't want to trap the creature inside and they're stuck with the creature. They want to lead the creature out so the creature stays out of the perimeter. So like I said, it wasn't gonna be that easy just going to an Imperial terminal and then just getting the information off the data pad that way. So there was an extra bit of conflict in there to make the episode more interesting. And that wasn't the only issue that's not the only problem that the team had to deal with in this episode. There was friction between Crosshair and Hunter. Hunter did not trust in this episode, Hunter did not trust Crosshair because Crosshair betrayed them previously, even becoming their enemy. He would follow the Empire even though what the Empire was doing was morally wrong. And Hunter finally confronts Crosshair, saying he doesn't trust Crosshair at all, and he wants to know why did Crosshair all of a sudden turn against the Empire. Why is he against the Empire after he was so adamant about standing up for them, even though they were doing unjust, cruel things? And Crosshair responds that Hunter's just mad because Omega got away with his help and not his. And he finally gets down to the answer, saying that the Empire betrayed him, so he betrayed the Empire. He killed an Imperial officer. So if you remember episode 2, when Crosshair finally saw the light, it was on that frozen planet that they're on now, when he finally saw the true colors of the Empire, and that they don't care about their soldiers, especially the clones. They're expendable. They don't care about what happens to them. They're just like a number. They can replace them with someone else. And after Crosshair finally saw how cool the Empire was, he finally turned on the Empire. Crosshair did also chime in that it's Hunter's fault that Omega got captured, because he warned them about Hemlock in his secret base, but Hunter didn't take the call. In Hunter's defense, even though that's true, at the time they really couldn't trust Crosshair because he was with the Empire and they didn't know that he was a prisoner now. Like, how do you expect Hunter to trust him last season after everything prior to that, when Crosshair had betrayed them and had sabotaged their plans and everything, and he was a serious adversary for them. Like in the end of season 1, he told everybody that, hey, I followed the Empire not because the inhibitor chip told me to, but because I decided to. So that was it. Like, your only out was the inhibitor chip. That was your out. But after you said you followed them, even with regardless of the inhibitor chip, like, what do you expect like people to do? So Crosshair brought that up, that he sent them a warning about like Hemlock was like coming for Omega or something in season 2, but were they supposed to trust him? Like, no. But overall, at the end of this episode, after they get the creature out of the perimeter, after they get the information off the datapad, Hunter and Crosshair do get their relationship gets better, and they are reconciling with each other. So overall, great episode. So that's all we have for today. If you liked what I had to share, please hit the like button, hit subscribe, share this video with all your friends, and all of you have a great day.